everyone. How are you feeling today? Hope we all are charged up, right? Before we start, let me introduce myself. I am Punya Prabha. Love to dance. It's my passion. I love to smile. Love to be with kids. Their energy and positivity is infectious. Love to be with my friends. And I also love good food. Would love to know you all. Please type where you're from and your name. Before I start, request you all, in case you have any queries, please put it in the comment box or mail me. Promise, we'll get back to you. One more thing I would like all of you to do. Smile. Alright. I welcome you all to the fascinating world of emotion, dream and passion. What you feel when you hear these words, emotion, dream and passion? It resonates positivity, right? It resonates life, isn't it? But for many, these words are scary or they don't hold any importance. Or you may be laughed at if you talk about your feelings, your emotions. But if we get to the core, emotion, dream, love and passion actually controls each and every aspect of our lives, both psychologically and physiologically. Just think of your life in isolation, without any emotion, without love, without dream. Think of actors in movies without any emotions. Think about being in a relationship without emotions. Think of a small kid expressing his or her feelings like a machine. You become a robot with taut plastic emotions, a processor with codes without feelings. And I'm afraid we all are in a journey towards becoming robots controlled by external sources. So why we are afraid to talk about emotions? Why we are afraid to talk about our dreams, our fears, our passion? If we introspect, it's the fear. Fear of external world which actually gives a damn, except for being critical to you. But if we look at it positively, and we all should, it's not the world, but it's us. It's I who perceive it in that way. It's a nice, beautiful place to live in if we change the way we look at things. There is positivity even in the most adverse conditions. So to sum up, let's be more open with our feelings. Let's learn to express. Let's be sensitive to others' feelings and emotions also. Let's talk about our dreams, our passions. Instead of jealousy, hate, intolerance, let's be generous, empathetic, tolerant to make it a great world to live in. Let's learn to give space even to our kids. Let the kids have their own dreams. Let them have their own wings to fly. Let them explore. Let them kindle their dreams and nurture their passion. Looking ahead, mental health is so very critical today when each and every action is conceived in our mind much before it actually gets executed, whether positive or negative. So today, I will discuss specifically about impact of dance on our mental health. See, being a dancer, I was always inquisitive about how dance affects our mind. The current challenging situation made me curious to deep dive into research works by eminent psychologists from across the world, and I was amazed that the findings are so much in sync with what I experience as a dancer. I have used some of the excerpts from these research works in my presentation. So let me take you through my presentation. Can't dream about dance without emotion. In fact, dance is emotion in motion. The word emotion is derived from the Latin word emovere, meaning to move, move out or move through. But emotion is the essence of movement. I will be referring dance in general without any specific dance form. So the content I will take you through are the impact of dance on mind, why we feel the way we feel, what triggers our feelings, the challenging times, and my initiative as a dancer. So before going to the next slide, let me clarify two things. By dance, I mean dance of any form. The effect and studies I will present are specific to dance here. Okay, dance is a great source of joy. It's a stress buster, and helps in the overall mental health of a person. It lowers the chances of depression and anxiety to a large extent. It enhances cognitive development. Now, let me explain what is cognitive development. It's the process of thinking and reasoning. In other words, cognitive development is how to think, explore, and figure out things. Basically, it's the development of knowledge, skills, problem solving, which help children to think about and understand the world around them. Let me tell you, brain development is a part of cognitive development. Dance lowers our stress level. It lifts our mood. Okay, let me suggest something to try at home. When you are feeling blue or down, just go ahead, put on your favorite music and dance your heart out. See the changes after 10 or 15 minutes. I assure you, you'll be feeling different. Just try to enjoy that great feeling. Okay, now dance helps in concentration or focus. It kindles our creativity. It also enhances emotional development. If you are learning dance, focus on emotions from the core. Your expressions will be priceless, as dancing without emotion is lifeless. Isn't it? So, coming to the point, why our mind reacts or why we feel the way we feel when we dance. Here, I would like to quote excerpts from some of the studies. Dance helps improve mood, reduce stress and anxiety. A number of researchers have proven that while dancing, an abundance of mood improving chemicals are released within the body of the dancer. These chemicals help improve one's mental state, mood, and reduces depression. According to a study conducted by the University of Oxford, dancing helps one experience a sense of oneness and unity. There is enough evidence that physical movement of dance produces positive mental health effects, increases a sense of connectedness, and often leads to an increase in social activity. In addition, dance also leads to an increase in social bonds and friendship that are key factors in improving one's mood and overall mental well-being. This study is conducted by the Department of Experimental Psychology, University of Oxford. I have also given the link to the entire research work in case you are interested to go through it. So now let's move on to some more fascinating findings. Okay, as per a Columbia University neuroscientist, synchronizing music and movement dance especially, constitutes a pleasure double play. Music stimulates the brain's reward center while dance activates its sensory and motor circuits. Researchers at North Dakota's Minot State University found that dance improves mood and certain cognitive skills such as visual recognition and decision making. Dance helps reduce stress, increases levels of the feel-good hormone and helps develop new neural connections, especially in regions involved in executive functions, long-term memory and spatial recognitions. The researchers at Harvard Medical School looked at the effect of 11 different types of physical activities, which include cycling, golf, swimming and tennis, but found out only one of the activities, that is dance, lowered participants' risk of dementia. According to the researchers, dancing improves both a mental effort and social interaction, and that this type of stimulation helped reduce the risk of dementia. Now, according to researchers at the University of California, Berkeley, dancing is fantastic for both your body and your mind because it triggers the release of happy hormones that are good for your brain. So what are these happy hormones which every research is pointing at that gets triggered when dancing, and how they control our mental health? Aha! So the happy hormones which gets triggered when we dance are dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins. This pictorial representation shows the spike in the level of these hormones when we dance over a period of time. Studies have shown that the positive impact of these hormones stay for a long period of time even after the dance. Yes, it is true, and as a dancer I do experience it. So now let me explain how each of these affect our body and mind. So let's start with the king of happy hormones, that is dopamine. Dopamine is our internal cheerleader. You know what the cheerleaders do? They motivate us. So dopamine, it's an internal cheerleader. It makes us feel happy, motivated. It affects your behavior and physical functions such as learning, motivation, sleep, mood, attention and movement. Dopamine is all about feeling good. It boosts your mood, enhances level of confidence and self-esteem. So basically dopamine is also associated with anticipation. Have you felt the excitement when you are planning your holidays or planning a weekend party? That excitement is because of dopamine, and you are feeling the pleasure in anticipation of all the fun you are going to have in the evening, right? It helps kids to focus and concentrate and to strive for, that is determination, to achieve what they focus on. So dopamine is directly associated with pleasure and affects our mood. It reduces our level of stress and anxiety to a large extent. Dopamine is triggered the moment we start our dance sessions. Now let's go to the next one, that is oxytocin. Oxytocin is also known as the love hormone and is associated with a wide variety of physical and psychological effects. Oxytocin has a positive impact on relaxation, trust, overall psychological stability. It decreases stress level. It also crystallizes our relationships and also affect our memory. Okay, now tell me, how you feel when you meet your pet, a cute puppy, for the first time? Must have fallen in love within minutes. This reaction or falling in love is because of oxytocin. Oxytocin basically has a lot to do with emotion, which is so very crucial to our existence. Oxytocin is triggered when we dance and by being with happy people around us. Basically, the more the merrier, the more oxytocin gets triggered. So, be with people who are non-judgmental and pure fun to be with. Enjoy the good company without getting critical or complicated. Oxytocin gets triggered abundantly when we dance and acts as a critical component in both physical and psychological wellness. Now let's come to the third one, that is serotonin. Serotonin impacts every part of our body, from your emotions to your motor skills. Serotonin is considered as a natural mood stabilizer. It's the chemical that helps with sleeping, eating and digestion. Studies have shown a fall in the serotonin leads to depression, influence mood, you have mood swings adversely, and obsessive compulsive disorders, anxiety, panic and even excess anger. Any workout can increase the level of circulation of serotonin, and a high energy dance is no exception. Healthy serotonin levels help prevent anxiety and depression, improves sleep quality and slows the aging of the brain. And coming to the last one, that is endorphins. The word endorphin comes from putting together the words endogenous, meaning from within the body, and morphine, which is an opiate pain reliever. In other words, endorphins got their name because they are natural pain relievers. It helps in reducing pain, reduces emotional stress, induces a sense of well-being. Endorphins triggers dopamine, which boosts motivation and determination factor. Endorphin triggered during dance reduces tiredness and pain. They free up your energy to focus on the fun or happy factor of dancing. So, in a nutshell, dance does trigger our happy hormones, which plays a very vital role in our mental health. It does bring down the stress level, anxiety and chance of depression to a large extent. Now start taking up dance as a therapy. Enjoy it no matter how and where you dance. Hope all are high on dopamine and are smiling. Now coming to current situation or the challenging times, I would like to briefly talk about the adverse effect of this pandemic on kids across the globe. This pandemic has caused an enormous amount of chaos in our lives, living the life the unusual way, which continues to be challenging for everyone. According to a study, a higher degree of the psychological impact of the outbreak, such as stress, anxiety and depression, has increased multiple times and can be considered as a silent killer. Research has shown increased level of mental health issues in kids of 6 to 18 years mostly. 90% of the kids are at home due to lockdown. Studies have shown alarming spike in the adverse mental health conditions like sadness, irritation or confusion, sleeping disorders, fear of the unknown, stress and anxiety, helplessness, depression, panic attacks and suicidal tendency too. In other words, emotional health has an overall impact on the physical health and may lead to weak immune system, which is critical aspect during this pandemic. There may be spike in chronic conditions, headache, fatigue, increase in blood pressure, insomnia and other psychosomatic disorders. So the bottom line is to take extreme care of our mental health along with other precautions like wearing masks and washing our hands, which we are already doing. But we need to stay positive and happy to get through this and lead a healthy life. So this adverse scenario moved me to bring shades of happiness and positivity in the lives of children across the globe. Being a passionate dancer, the idea of doing something through dance conceived during this pandemic. Lasya, the virtual dance studio, is my lockdown initiative with a mission. It's my endeavor to spread positivity, resulting in happy and healthy mental state through this beautiful platform. And my mission is to reach out to 1 million kids across the globe to make them smile, happy during these challenging times and to imbibe in them a positive bent of mind through this beautiful platform of dance. I would love to see a happy world connected with a common thread of art. A happy world without borders. A world where words like stress, anxiety, depression are replaced with happiness, love and smile. A world where each and every child stays happy and does what he or she loves to do. A world filled with positiveness. So dancing makes you feel good because it makes you feel so alive. It is something you can enjoy at any point in your time, no matter what your ability is. For me, anybody and everybody can dance. Dance to keep yourself happy. Dance to a healthy mind and body. As part of my Million Smiles initiative, I am happy to introduce the ultimate blueprint to unleash yours and your child's happiness through this graceful dance form of Odissi. Odissi Beginner's Blueprint is an interactive module. I have designed this blueprint keeping the kids in mind and is ideal for the age group of 9 and above. As the name suggests, you don't need any prior dancing knowledge to start up. But one thing is mandatory is your smile. You will get unlimited access to the course, learn at your own pace from the safety of your home. You can learn wherever and whenever you want, learn on the go. It's mobile friendly. I will always be there to guide you. It's your 5 days journey to an energetic and a happier you. Grab the introductory offer now. Click on the link to access the offer. Let's get started. Let's flow with the rhythm of dance together. Stay positive, stay happy, stay safe. Thank you. God bless you all.